Gary was honest there, Tim, saying that he and not many others thought that Cole Palmer would do what he's done. He's been nominated for the Ballon d'Or. In an interview in the Telegraph this morning, he says if he has a lot of hard work and a little bit of luck, he can get there. Can he?
Well, yes, he can. I mean, to win that award is virtually impossible. But what you have to do is you have to get amongst 20, 30 goals. You have to be probably the best player in your league, which he's well on his way to be. Then you have to have a breakout summer tournament of sorts, a Euros or a World Cup. I think he can do that. We talked about what he did in the Euros. Didn't get played enough. When he did play, he was an impact player. So yeah, is it a reach? Sure. As Gary said, he did it last year. We didn't really think he could do it. He's definitely going to replicate that this year, and so on and so on. So that's the challenge for him ahead. But I don't doubt him. I look at his swagger and his confidence. He wants the ball. He wants the ball all the time.
I agree with all that, but we still, in terms of long term, when you compare him with somebody like Mo Salah, as Gary said, like the mentality and the professionalism to be so effective and ruthless throughout his career. You know, he started off brilliantly, Cole Palmer, and he's a magnificent player. He's 22. Is he going to go off at some point? Rebecca, we've seen so many star players that just, for whatever reason, they just drop off, they move clubs, attitude, stardom, fame, the whole thing. I hope he's level-headed, and I hope he's going to try and be as consistent and professional as some of these other players.
But you can't discount. The more you have, the more you want. The fact that he got that last year, he now is saying, I want it again. And then, again, does he have the mentality? That wasn't good enough. I want more, because it becomes an addiction to have this success. So hopefully, yeah.
Robbie, the mentality is interesting, because if you speak to anyone who knows him, they talk about, and other players at Chelsea have already this season talked about how cool under pressure, how they've never seen a player never feel pressure. I mean, have you ever come across a player that deals with pressure as well as Cole Palmer?
No. I mean, again, like when it comes from the players, it really means something, right? Because we can see it, and he does all this, and he looks kind of cool. We don't really know what's going on underneath, but his teammates do. So that is, I mean, we see it with his finishing, with his penalties. Let's just, you know, without
Call
building him up. Yeah, because he's still young, and you want to go for him. So, yeah, let's hope he keeps his mentality strong and keeps going.
What's the most interesting thing about this game for you today, Liverpool-Chelsea, Tim?
Well, it's a big test. It's a big test. I think both managers, a lot of pressure on both teams. They've done well. They've done well up until this point, but we know the heavyweight clashes in the Premier League are what you're measured by, and this is really, certainly for Liverpool, this is a big one.
Big one for Chelsea. Two of the back four are going to be out suspended, a different back four. They're very expansive, Chelsea, and Liverpool are not so. That's what the change that the manager's brought to them. It's going to be a fascinating game of football. We're going to learn, as Gary said, like who's kind of, where are we standing here? Because they've both been really good with new managers, but just how good. Fascinating match today.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host of NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And if you want even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock.